Hello there. Today, we're going to be doing everyone's favorite type of problem. It's a word problem. We love them. I love word problems because it's kind of like a logic puzzle, right? So, yeah, am I the only one? Probably. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, here we go. We have a fast food restaurant. Okay, so we got a fast food restaurant that has a cost of production, so total costs, of C of x equals 11x plus 120. And they have a revenue function, which is R of x, which is 5x. When does the company start to turn a profit? Okay, so a couple of definition words here, right? When a business turns over a profit, this is kind of like, not slang, but, business terminology. You're turning a profit means that you are making money. Oh, yeah. Right? The main goal in a business is everybody wants to make money. But what making money boils down to is that your revenue, the amount that you are bringing in, is higher, so is more than your total costs. Right? For a business, you're generally going to have costs, right? No matter what the business is, really. If you have a brick and mortar store, right, you need to pay rent. You need to buy, if you have a bookstore, you need to buy the books, right? And then you sell them for a higher price. So for every business, right, there's always some type of cost. Now, if you're turning a profit, you are making money, which means that the revenue, that means that the money that you're bringing in is more than you're shelling out. Now, we want to find out with this function, when is this company going to start to turn a profit? Well, the first thing is you should always find out when you're going to break even. So here's another term. Break even is the point right before you turn a profit. And then anything else, that's when you're going to be making more money. Okay. But what does what does a break even point mean in terms of revenue and cost? Well, here is the formula. Boom, there it is. The break even point is always when you have no loss, no gain, right? Your revenue is always the company's gain. It's what they make, right? And this is obviously after taxes, right? You have a gross amount, you got to pay taxes, and then this is your overall revenue that you make. Always got to pay your taxes. The total cost is what you lost. And the break-even point is when you have no gain and no loss. They're equal to each other. Well, in this case, they did tell us that we had a cost function, and they're just saying it that, this is C of x. Okay, so we have a cost function, and we have a revenue function, which is R of x, and if we want to find out that break-even point, we have to set them equal to each other. Anything more is going to be that profit. Now, you might be saying to yourself, what is x, right? What does x represent? Well, especially when they're talking about business, right, and cost and revenue, x are generally called the unit. It's always the unit sold. And usually the x value is the unit that is under the umbrella of what is actually being sold in the question. Now, in this case, it's a fast food restaurant. So, I don't know. Generally speaking, they do make it easy where you're only selling one thing, one unit. Whether you want to talk about it in terms of a hamburger, a hot dog, veggie burger, fries, milkshakes, chicken sandwiches, whatever this fast food restaurant is, right? Heroes, it doesn't matter. So maybe we'll just say cheeseburger. I don't know, right? Gotta love a good cheeseburger. Okay. So we're going to find out how many cheeseburgers, that's the x value, that we have to sell at this fast food restaurant in order to turn that profit. Well, what does R of x really equal? It equals 5x. So I'm going to say 5x equals, what was the cost? Well, the cost was this part. It was 11x plus 120. And because this is the break-even formula, this is going to tell us how many hamburgers or cheeseburgers we need to sell to come out flat, no loss, no gain. Anything more than that amount That's going to be the profit. So if we do some math here, we're going to see something interesting, right? We minus 11x on both sides. We got to get the x's by itself. So this is going to be, what, negative 6? Negative 6x equals 120. And we start seeing something crazy, because if we divide by negative 6, x is going to be, what is this? Negative 20. But keep in mind that we're talking about business, revenue, and cost, right? We have negative 20 as our units sold. If you have negative 20 units sold, did you really sell anything? No. But technically, what am I writing? Different. Didn't sell anything. Didn't sell anything. So this is where, and you'll see this a lot with chemistry, math, physics, this is where mathematics and concepts to questions don't match up. We have to use our logic to make this work, or to understand what's really going on. Right? The math is coming out as negative 20. You have to sell negative 20 units in order to break even. Anything above this, you'll be basically, I guess, turning a profit, right? But, yeah, I mean, negative 20, this doesn't really happen. You didn't really sell anything. You can't really sell negative 20 units. So in essence, when does this company start to turn a profit? The number's not matching up, right? Usually we would see a positive number like 5, which means that, you would sell 5 cheeseburgers, and then anything after 5, you're good to go. But it turns out that since this is a negative, this doesn't really exist. Doesn't really exist. So if your break-even value is a negative, maybe you should close the shop, right? Because technically, you're never going to turn you're never going to turn a profit here. The math is just not telling us so, right? And you can see that if we had, maybe we sold 5 units, right? 5 cheeseburgers. If I plug in 5 for this and 5 for this cost value is way higher than how much we make. So that's not good, right? If you plug in anything higher than negative 20, you're never going to get your revenue higher than your costs. You're always going to be indebted. You're always going to be losing money because you're spending out money. So in this case, whoever's running this fast food restaurant, yikes, they should just pack up. So when does this company start to turn a profit? They will never turn a profit. The math tells us no. So bye-bye fast food chain. If it was a chain. Maybe it was a mom and pop store. They tried it out. They couldn't compete with, the fast food of today. But that's it, guys. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Like the video. Just gets the word out there that this YouTube channel exists. Thank you so much for all your support. We open memberships up on the channel if you guys want to be a member to the channel. You could also go to our website. And the website will, give you more cool goodies that we have for you guys, like PDFs and just fun stuff that we're going to put out for you guys. So thank you so much. We always got your back. You could always count on us to help you out. And yeah. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to Maricela. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. Your support means a lot to my brother and me, and we're thrilled to have you be a part of this amazing community. Memberships are open on the channel, and if you want to become a member, just click that join button, which can be found below on any video if you're watching on your desktop, or it can be found on the overall channel page too. For all of you that want your name shown in the video, don't forget to choose the gold tier or higher. Thank you so much for considering, and have a great day. Talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.